Why, hello there. How's it going? Hopefully, everyone had a good weekend. Unfortunately, there are some developments over the weekend. In this particular case, where they found a body matching Gabby Petito. But this video is going to be kind of about her, and of course, about some of the armchair detectives on Twitter. Now, the issue I have is I kind of agree with the armchair detectives. I just have this gut feeling. But let's go ahead and get more into the story. Now, I currently have this poll coming up. Currently, it's at 67 votes. Did the boyfriend kill Gabby Petito of hashtag van life hashtag murder? It used to be 100% yes, and now I guess a couple of people voted no. The issue is we really don't know. But we have this gut feeling. We've seen this white girl being killed story played out. And normally, the first suspect or the person of interest is normally the person that did it. But we don't know. We don't know, so we're speculating. According to CNN, FBI searches family of home of Gabby Petito's fiance, Brian Laundrie, after her likely remains were found. FBI entered and searched the family home of Gabby Petito's fiance, Brian Laundrie, in Florida on Monday, a day after investigators across the country found what they believed to be her remains. On Monday morning, the FBI investigators searched Laundrie's parents' home in Northport as part of the court authorized search warrant related to the Potatoes case. Hope I'm saying her name right. His parents were escorted from their home before the search and then were brought back inside for questioning. Police said that the agents removed a number of items from the home and a Ford Mustang convertible also towed away. Meanwhile, investigators are still searching for Laundrie, who returned to the Florida home without Petito earlier this month. Declined to talk to investigators and went missing last week. The search for him had centered a nearby nature reserve, but investigators shifted their focus after they exhausted all avenues in searching the grounds there. The Northport Police spokesperson Joshua Taylor said Monday. On Sunday, the human remains that officials believe to be potatoes were found in a undeveloped camping area of Wyoming Bridger-Teton National Forest on the eastern edge of Grand Teton National Park. An autopsy is scheduled for Tuesday to confirm identity. I mean, it's not looking too good for this dude, to be honest. There was a police interaction between the two. There was one video or clip, audio clip I'm seeing online on Twitter where someone was calling in describing the van that they were driving, showing this person hitting her. But then when the cops got there, they cited her for domestic abuse. So who knows what the story really is? We're going off of speculation, and that's the worst part the thing to do. Now, of course, I also heard that there was a Gabby Petito's disappearance is not related to the Utah couple murdered. Deputy says Temple, Florida. Authority says there's no connections between the disappearance of the 22-year-old North Portland woman Gabby Petito and the double homicide that happened on the campground in Utah last month. They've been determined that the Gabby Petito missing person case is not related on the double homicide case involving Crystal Turner and Keelan Schultz. Hope I'm saying that name correctly. The officer of the Grand County Sheriff said last Friday in a brief statement, because there's actually links between these two people and her. I think it was being suggested, but I guess they ruled it out. But of course, this is what I'm talking about. The Armchair detectives. Let me go ahead and click on this one. Of course, this person says F. Brian Laundrie and his whole family throw their butts in jail. He killed Gabby, and his parents not only knew but helped him hide. Hashtag Gabby Petito, justice for Gabby. This is where I respond and say, not saying you're wrong about the dude, but we need more facts in the matter. Yes, we've seen the story play out too many times, but we need to wait for the facts before we go mob rule. And of course, this person responded, yeah, well, if we had the balls to beat suspects and criminals again to get answers, we wouldn't be running and hiding, or he wouldn't be running and hiding like a little, you know what? And of course, I responded, you know something that everyone else doesn't know, or even being reported on yet. You're just going off of your own gut feelings. This is why we have a court system, so we don't go after the wrong person. All I'm asking is for that people to wait for more information. And of course, this person tweeted, our system is effed anyways. You're right, I'm going off of my gut feeling. And when they finally get his butt and get answers, I'll be sure to check back to tell you I was right. Of course, this is when I responded. I think a lot of people are going to be right when it comes to the guilty verdict. I'm just asking for people to wait for more information before passing judgment. The proof of how apt the system is. I pray they find a way to charge them all. Frustrated, it may seem that Gabby case has unfolded. Laundrie constitutional right against self-incriminating. And of course, this person responded, I really wish they'll stop using the photo of them together. Actually, let's see what Fox News has to say. Greg Garrett, Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito, and the challenges of proving a murder. To bring case, oh yeah, you go away. To bring the case against Brian Laundrie, prosecutors must show that her death was a homicide. I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm not saying it is. The news was heartbreaking for everyone feared. On Sunday, a body believed to be of the missing woman, Gabby Petito, was found in a camping area in Wyoming, Bridger Teton National Forest near, we already heard that. Her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, who was traveling with her, has meanwhile vanished and is now a subject of an intensive search in Florida where the couple lived. Whether law enforcement officially calling him a suspect in the death is immaterial and nothing more than praising a legally loaded vocabulary. Police and FBI are certainly treating him as a suspect and for good reasons. Presumptions of innocence aside, if Laundrie is found alive, there's a very good chance that he'll be criminally charged with her death, but will not be an easy. But it won't be easy. People who are actually guilty tend to be guilty. With that in mind, let's consider what we know. Laundrie showed up at his parents' in Florida September 1st with Patricia's van, but without her. He then refused to talk to the police who were investigating her disappearance as a missing person case. His behavior is beyond suspicious, it's incriminating. However, bringing a murder charge against him and gaining a conviction will depend on both the cause of death and the time established by the medical examiner. That in turn will depend on what is found during the autopsy scheduled for Tuesday. To bring a case against Laundrie, prosecutors must show that it was a homicide, such as strangulation, blunt force trauma, or stabbing, and that her killing occurred at the time when Laundrie could have been with her. The amount of time that has elapsed presents a formidable challenge. The body that was found likely exposed to elements of some 3 weeks, one would expect to have significantly decomposed, and evidence of animal pedition, which complicates the matter. However, forensic Entomologists may be a key to study insects and insects in the corpse to measure the plasmic time of death. In other words, bugs have the ability to tell us when a person died, and it can also reveal whether the body has been moved from one place to another. Once the time of death is roughly fixed, prosecutors must place Laundrie at or near the scene of her death during that period. Witnesses, videos, electronic data tracing may prove pivotal. The FBI is highly skilled at triangulating cell phones' positions to reconstruct a person's movement and location. In the law, flight from the police, regardless of conscience of guilt, is admissible a bit of circumstantial evidence and is powerful prosecution tool in gaining a conviction. As frustrating as it may seem, Laundrie has a constitutional right against self-incrimination in his decision not to talk to the police during the investigation. He would have the same right at a trial not to testify. Indeed, the jurors may receive instructions from the judge that the defendant's right to remain silent cannot be used against them, but the evidence of flight while under suspicion of a crime enjoys no such protection. Just the opposite, it incriminates the evidence of guilt, or it's incriminating evidence of guilt. On top of that, it would appear that Laundrie had both motive and opportunity, which are important elements of any murder case. He had motive because he argued or fought with the Petito in Utah, according to the police report there. He had opportunity because he was traveling with her and was the last person to seen with her. If Laundrie's parents helped him in any way knowing or believing that he had killed Petito, they could be charged with aiding, abetting, or accessory after the fact. It must be shown that they intended to assist their son in fleeing, hiding evidence, or evading police. These are regarded as independent crimes. So it's an uphill battle, but I don't think it's going to be a hard one once they find him. I think he will actually cave under pressure, especially if there's enough evidence to say that he did it. Once he's caught, he probably will confess. He'll probably be singing like a little jailbird. Because most of the time, these people are not hardened criminals. Most of these people are weak-minded. But we must have patience. We must have more information before passing judgment. Well, my gut tells me, based off of historical stories, he's probably guilty and probably be found guilty, and he'll probably serve some time in prison. But that's just going off my gut feeling, based off of historical data, of historical stories similar to this. But we must take pause and let the evidence speak for itself. Anyways, leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are. Am I right in saying that we need to wait for more information? Or do you say hang him? He's a criminal. Anyways, comment down below what your thoughts are. Smash the like and subscribe button. Share my content if you want to. But most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.